it going today? Today we're starting off, we're going to make an absolutely delicious Mississippi roast. In fact, here I'm just tossing in some tiny potatoes, little golden ones. I'm getting ready to dice my carrots. I always love to fill the bottom of my crock pot with veggies because as the roast cooks, all of those delicious herbs and spices soak into the veggies, especially the potatoes. So I'm just giving them a quick chop. I like to make them into coins. You can always use baby carrots for this as well if you don't want to bother with the chopping or anything. You can peel your carrots. I just washed them. I'm just going to toss them in the crock pot here. You can also throw in a diced onion or some celery. Right now I just decided to go with the carrots and potatoes. I am rubbing a mixture on top of the roast before I flip it over so that it all gets on the bottom of the roast. I'm going to pour that over the top as well just to get it all the way around. This mix contains kosher salt, garlic powder, and parsley. Now you can also go with an oregano, but I'm going for a much brighter flavor this time. So this time, especially with the pepperoncinis, I wanted the parsley in there. Now I needed a lot of potatoes for the crew I'm meal prepping this for, so I was stuffing them into the sides of the crock pot. All of this is going to shrink down, so I'm not worried about any of it burning. And just plopping in as many potatoes as I could. Now I'm just going to pour over an entire jar of pepperoncinis, or banana peppers, however you call them. I think that they're different, but I have yet to figure out the difference. If you do know the difference between them, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy this video, give me a subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of my latest news and meal prep videos. I'm going to try to release a meal prep video every week. Here I'm just tossing in some beef broth to kind of marry those juices together, and also so that those potatoes at the bottom don't get dried out. Here I'm just going to clip on the lid real quick. I just put on the lid and I turn it on high for about 8 to 10 hours. Now here I'm getting ready to actually separate this out for meal prepping. First thing I'm going to do is pull out the roast because I want that to rest while I get the potatoes portioned out. So I'm just going to plop it all onto a plate and set it aside. I love this meal prep because it is so simple. I just take 10 minutes in the morning, throw everything in the crock pot, and in the evening portion it all out into containers, and it's done, and it is so deeply flavorful. Now these are some containers that I got at Walmart. I got 30 of them for like only $20, and they're nicely portioned, and I'm gonna divvy up the potatoes into each of those containers. So I am making 9 meal preps or 9 dishes out of this. So I put 3 to 4 potatoes into each dish. Before I made this meal prep, I went ahead and measured out my meat to make sure I had enough for all of my for all the people I'm meal prepping for. And usually I use about 1/3 pound of meat per serving. So I'm meal prepping 9 meals. So that would be actually 3 pounds of meat. With the roast beef, I went, I think, more for a 4 pound because there's actually more fat on it. And that helped me make sure that there was enough meat for each one. I don't have to measure it out afterwards. I just portion it into all of the containers. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And here I'm just separating it out. So you can see that a family meal prep like this is practically effortless. It's just, you pick a meal, plop it in a crock pot, separate it out. You can change the flavorings based on what you like. You can add some more spice to it. You could add jalapenos to it. But the pepperoncinis that give that tanginess, and also a little bit of zest and brightness to it. I just pop on the lids and I put them in the fridge for tonight, and my husband's gonna take them to work tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, again, give a subscribe, share it with your friends, and let me know if you try this recipe. I hope you have a great day.